Okay, so we're starting the workout, and first thing we're going to do is dumbbell flies with 20 pounds. So this is going to be a push day, the only day you haven't seen, and in my opinion, the favorite day for me. So you've already seen the pull day, the legs, and the arms, so now it's the push day. Now, I normally would start with Incline Dumbo bench press, but since I only have 30 pounds, 30-pound dumbbells as the highest weight, I'm going to start by pre-fatiguing my chest, which I would never do in the actual gym. And I don't think it's that good, to be honest, because I think compound movements are more important at the start and then later on isolate the muscle. But since I only have 30 pounds, we got to work with what we got. So I got to pre-fatigue it until it gets really hard to do 30-pound incline dumbbell bench press. So I'm trying to get about 12 reps for each set. I'm doing 3 sets for this dumbbell fly. That was the first set. Moving on to the second. Now on the second set, I did 0.5 zoom. So you can see more of my form. You can also see my dog on the side, looking at the camera, chilling. So the order of exercises we're going to do is we're going to start with dumbbell fly, move on to dips, then hit some push-ups, and then hit the incline dumbbell bench press. That's going to be the push day for today. I don't think it's that good, honestly, but it's all I got with 30-pound dumbbells and 20 pounds and a dip machine, basically. That's like all I got. So I work with what I got. And I actually kind of like the pump at the end. So as you can see, I'm getting the full range of motion with a slow tempo and the eccentric. I think I could have pushed myself harder looking back at this. Of course, it is at home, so I don't push myself as hard, I feel, that compared to when I actually work out. But third set. Full range of motion, of course. And here you can see that I'm not fully going up and locking out my elbows because I want to keep the tension on the chest. Big stretch there. And look, here I'm doing some mini reps, some partials. And getting that full stretch for the final rep. So those are the first 3 sets of the push day. Moving on to dips. So there's the dip machine that I was talking about. Go straight into it. Now, I need some suggestions because my shoulder pain is pretty bad when I'm doing a full range of motion dip. Like as you can see at the end, I am still doing the good amount of range of motion, but it does get a little bit painful. And I feel like sometimes the factor that makes me stop, that makes me go to failure, is actually my shoulder, and it's not my triceps or chest. I focus mainly on my triceps while doing dips. I know it also hits the lower chest, but my triceps get hit a lot because I'm standing upright mostly. I think I got 8 reps on this set. We'll see. 8 reps on the last one, I'm pretty sure as well. Also, let me know in the comments if you like the voiceover more, if you just want the raw, unedited version of just me grunting and you can't hear anything else. Or the version that I did with the first shoulders and arms where I was grunting, but I also talked in between my rest breaks, and it's a bit of a longer video, about like 40 minutes. So let me know in the comments what you guys prefer. Alright, third set. Fully locking out at the top. And that's the final set for the dips. Moving on to push-ups. Alright, so you can see my dog playing with the toy in the background. Got my water bottle to the side because I always got to stay hydrated. And let's see how many reps I get. 1. Full range of motion. In case you guys are wondering what I was listening to, I was listening to Kanye's new album. I really like the song Carnival. It's fire as fuck. Yeah, always getting full range of motion in these. I like this this version because of the machine, because it gives the push-ups, but you can do push-ups anyway. But I like this version because you can go a little deeper in the stretch of the chest, and it also helps for the mobility. Just get a deeper stretch, really. That's the best thing about it. But honestly, push-ups do the same thing, basically. Just a standard push-up. Alright, a little bit of a break. You see here, I do like a little 3-second break just to get like 1 more rep in, or 2 more reps. And I do that a lot at home. You'll see in the next 2 sets as well, I do it a lot. But I also do it at the gym sometimes. Like, for example, on the cable flies, or the pec deck flies, sometimes I'll do a little 3-second break and just hit out some 2 more reps. It's an intensity technique. Sometimes I do myo rep matching, which is where the first set I get a certain amount of number, and I really try to match that amount of reps in my next 2 sets, no matter how many breaks it takes me of 5 seconds. So I mainly do that only for like, I only do that very rarely, but sometimes I'll do that just so that it looks, so that when I'm tracking it on MyFitnessPal, my workout app, it will say that I did the same amount of reps, so I can move on to progressive overloading and add a little bit of weight. So second set, I lost track of count. I actually have no clue how many reps I did, but as long as it's, in my opinion, I think the best rep range is anywhere from 6 to 30. I think if you're really looking for hypertrophy. Anywhere below 6 is like a little bit more of just a strength-based thing, where you gain a lot of strength, but I don't think you're going to be... Look, I went to failure there. I fell down. But as I was saying, like, strength base would be a lower rep range, but if you're doing anything over 30, I don't think it's that useful for muscle hypertrophy. So I'd say the best rep range is 6 to 30, but normally in my workout program, I'll do around 8 to 12 is the best, in my opinion, or 6 to 12. So for my actual chest day workout at the gym, I'll do, first I'll start with a bench press for 3 sets, 8 reps. So right now what I'm doing is 135 pounds. I'm getting pretty close to doing 8 reps for 3 sets. So far I'm doing like 8 reps on the first set, and then I'm falling off a little bit on the last 2 sets. And then after doing bench press, I'll do incline machine press. And I'll do 1 plate on each side and get 3 sets of 12 reps. And I just did that today, so now I'm going to add 2.5s on each side next time. Okay, moving on to the final exercise, Incline Dumbo bench press for this video. But let me continue. So after the incline machine press, I'll move on to a pec deck fly. And I'll do 3 sets of 12 reps. So you see a pattern here, 3 sets of... So the pattern is obviously 3 sets, and it's 8 to 12 reps, like I said. So I'll do 3 sets of 12 reps. After that, I'll do dips, 3 sets of, honestly, as many reps as possible. Because at this point, you're going to get in between like an 8 to 12, at least for me. So today I got 8 reps, so next week I'm going to try to get 9. And then after the dips, I do overhead tricep extension for 3 sets of 12 reps. And you might be saying that's a lot of chest volume, and I completely agree. I would normally not say to do this, but since I only work out push once a week, since that's my beginner program on Jeff Nippard, where I work out 5 times a week, I'm only going to do it once a week, so I do a little more volume than I would recommend if you're doing 2 push days a week like normal people do, like push pull legs. I would say do much less volume on that. Pretty sure that was the first set of incline dumbbell bench press done. My dog is playing around, jumping on the bed with the tennis ball. Alright, so there's 30 pounds incline. If you see me moving around a little bit on this bench, it's because the bench is pretty unstable. I think one of the screws went loose. So I am moving around a little too much in my opinion. Because obviously the more stable you are, the better you are for strength-wise. But it was still good. As you can see, my eccentric is very slow, concentric faster. Eccentric slow, concentric faster. And something very important is consistency in the reps. So making sure that I'm consistently doing eccentric slow and concentric faster throughout the set, even when it gets hard. I try to keep that. Now here I'm just banging them out. Okay. Now moving on to the final set of the push day. Right here. So how long should you rest? In my opinion, I'd say honestly just rest however much you need for your heart to be relaxed. Because after your heart's beating like crazy, I'd say just rest until your heart rate is back to almost normal for your next set, so that your cardio isn't the limiting factor. Is going to complete failure for that muscle. But anything after, like, I'd say 6 minutes is too much. Too much time. Because you also want to keep it moving. You don't got all day. And also, it's better for the muscle if you want a good pump, you're going to have a lower rest time. But not everything's about the pump. So I'd say the best rest time is probably 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I think I rest in between every set 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And then when I switch exercises, for example, when I switch from doing the dumbbell fly to the dips, I probably took like a 3-minute break there as well. So here you can see I did some mile reps there. I did some partials. Hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all later.